Lots to do today. Gotta do filtration, gotta do gravel vac, gotta clean the core. It's kind of a little ugly, so I'm gonna fix that too. So the lids are gonna come off, and I'm gonna do gravel vac, all that stuff. I'm only gonna bring the water change down to like, it doesn't even need a water change, but it needs all the rest. So it's gonna get about 50% by the time I'm done this, and I'll re-engage everything. And I'm going to do today's maintenance and live streams, but in two parts. There'll be the 90-gallon upstairs, and then take a break, set everything up downstairs, and then I'll broadcast from there. So everybody needs lots of work today. It's going to be going to take a while. And here we go. I forgot something over here. Give me a minute. Okay, so this thing's coming in pretty loud. So, take care of that. Okay. Everything's working now. Good. So let's get the lights off. I should probably turn the overheads on and help the tank light up a little better while we work. We get this guy coming in from the side. We gotta put it there in a way it's not gonna fall down and not gonna interfere. So I guess we will like that. Try something like this. It's not big in there. It should do nicely. Over here. Something to do with Tesla outside my house. Crack the old lid off. Bit of a pain to get in this tank because of my little broken brace modification. But you know, you don't have to write a tank off. The center braces will break a lot of times. I just built this. It's way stronger than it needs to be, and no problem, tank saved. That does make things a little hard to get inside. So first of all, I gotta shut down all my filtration. Make sure the sump's not too full. Yeah, everything's going down. And the heaters as well. Sorry, they're hot right now. Not good. Heaters are off. That's the sump. These are filters. They need to come out. I might as well free this cord right now. Fall over. Here we go. Continue with the share. Okay. Fish know it's going down. You can see they're all hiding. When I'm done this, they might get all happy and start wanting to breed. And if I see that, I have a breeding station ready for the pair that got to Wigglers the other day. Oh, check the chat. Hello everyone, thanks for popping by. Definitely be looking at the chat a little more. Put it over here today so that I can see it better. I think that might work. So yeah, first things first, gravel back. And then filters. And that's really all this tank needs. I'll work on the glass a bit. And get it all back together, and then I'll take a pause and I'll be downstairs, start a second stream for the downstairs work, because I gotta move a lot of equipment, and I'm not gonna leave these all waiting. So that's what we'll do here, but this will still take a little while, so. Here we go. Clamp. I don't know where my other clamp went. Kind of a conundrum. Should have been right here. Figured, oh, there it is. I found it. Fell on the ground. A little hose damage, but it's not broken. There. Down here. So. This long. Just a little vacuuming. Actually pretty good on this side right now. The white guy, he makes my handmaid's food, so he's over here. And they'll do that to me when they're little. Because I hand feed them in the beginning. I've chased the other guys with the nets a few times, so they're not very fond of me when I get my hands in the tank. They know I might be messing around with nets. But little white guy, last time he was netted was at the fish store, so he feels pretty safe in here right now. He's forgotten all about it. Yeah, that's very clean. Very clean. Don't have to go too hard at it. Just try and get the trapped areas. Now I'm going to be pulling out off all the plants on all the core I have it melted on, or sorry, just, they're not glued in, they're just stuffed into cracks and stuff. I'm going to pull them all out, and because all that wood has blackbeard on it and it's starting to look bad, I don't like it. I also don't want blackbeard getting a hold in my tank again, so it's time to wipe it out, keep it down. That's what I'm up to. I missed a couple filters, silly me, but that's okay, we'll get them in a sec. More danger. Keep the water moving. That's good. Normally it's more messy than this, but I've taken like 6 fish out of the tank and put them downstairs. So, population reduction. I'm seeing it in the gravel bag. And that's bucket number 1. Hello, aquarium. Hello, hello. good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. What else we got here? And Atkins Nature Aquariums. I didn't already say hi, and Dixie, of course. It's awesome. Good to see you all. Okay. I'm going to do the plant thing first, and then I'll move on to the, well, I need another couple buckets. Gravel is so clean on that side, it's almost a waste of my time. Let's see what it look like on the other side. I tend to feed on the other side, so all the food goes in over here, so it might be a little worse over here. Watch out, fellas. I want to move. You're about to get hairy. Oh. Excuse me. Yeah, that one looks a little dirty. Still not that bad. It's pretty good. Kind of impressive. Normally be pretty filthy right now. Just, just 6 fish makes that much difference. There's that one. That's a trap spot. Meet that rock. Push it out of the way. Underneath it. Behind it. Stay calm there, Big Red. No problems. Don't freak out. Anybody jumping out of the tank on me. I almost want to leave that corner alone, you understand? Keep still. Here comes the white dude. Feed me, feed me. It's good to clean it anyway. This bucket is definitely worse than the first one. Watch out, guys. Bad around this thing. We're gonna move it. Get these out. That's sometimes a problem. It gets up in this thing and hides, and I can't clean it. There's still probably catfish in there though. I've got to make sure they're out so I don't kill them. They're probably getting the idea right now and running somewhere else. Bucket number 2. I might have to do a third bucket here. Once I can get this area clean fast enough. Hi, small fish. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, buddy. Just doing our weekly filter clean and gravel vac. Everybody needs it done today, so all the tanks are getting done. It's gonna take my time because I'm in lazy mode today. I almost didn't want to do it, but you don't play that game. You do it when you're supposed to do it. I'm doing it. Piece of Anubis root. Dead piece. There could be a mono shrimp up in here. I mean, I gotta scare out whatever's going on in here. Could be valuable snails up in there. What one's that? No. Got all kinds of little life forms that I gotta make sure aren't hiding up in here because thankfully Ely's out. One time I pulled this out, Ely was in here, and then I pulled it out of the tank and he went boom, and he's on the floor. I wasn't careful enough. And another time there was a bunch of mono shrimps in here and I had to catch them. Same sort of thing, but now I'm real careful because I don't want none of them dead. I need them all. Especially those assassin snails. I found a baby assassin snail. That made me smile. I saw him last night. So they're propagating. And I think I've eliminated all the adult cone snails in this tank. So the only thing I got left right now are baby ones, and hopefully they can't lay eggs. And that's it. There's been a rapid population drop in like the last few days with my cone snails. I think they're if the assassin snails are snacking on big ones, they're only going to kill like one a day. But if you take all the big meals away, then they kill multiple little ones a day. So that sped up the process. So I'm very happy with the assassin snails because they don't disturb my fish and it's working. And they're going to propagate in my tank much slower than the cone snails. And I can sell them for, well, this pet shop sold them to me for $8 a pop. So, and I bought them because I needed them. So I could sell them for $5 a pop locally, and people will come running for miles. So I'm just going to let my tank fill up with assassin snails. And I think that's pretty cool. Oh, there we go. See, Coolie Loach. I almost thought I was in the clear. Poor little guy. Come with me. Yeah, it's okay. Crawl in the net. I can't really squeeze you. I'm too big and strong. You gotta help me out a little bit. Yeah, flop, flop, flop. Good boy. There you go. He flopped around, helped me out. Didn't have to touch him. Oh boy. There's a couple more of those in my tank too. See, I could have lost the Coolie Loach right. He's all pale because he's in shock. See? I really gotta pay attention. Ooh, watch out, the light's being held up by that. Really gotta pay attention to this guy. I just pulled the Coolie Loach out. There could be another one. I'm gonna dunk it, see if I flush anybody out. Oh, I just dropped a million baby snails I wish I kept. But who knows, some of those could have been assassins. So. They'll be dead soon enough. I think we might be good. You're lucky, Mr. Coolie Loach. He's got me paranoid because I almost gave up, and there he was. There's too many little cracks and crevices in here. That's why I don't touch this thing very often. It needs to be done. So does the log. I gotta pull that in a second. Here we go. The bucket for that one. This. Next one. See the plants floating around. Now if anybody falls out, he'll be in the bucket, so just keep checking. The only thing that'll be left now is probably a mono shrimp or maybe another Coolie Loach, but I doubt it. Let's hope nobody's up in this one now. It's not as bad, but it does have nooks and crannies. Plant's growing so much it's going to be hard to get it out. Have a look at this one. Does it really need to be done? I'm going to leave this one alone. Not anything really bad happening on it because it doesn't get hit by flow where I have it. So we're just going to leave that one be because it looks pretty good. But this one here has to be done. It's rough. So we'll pull the plants out. Even these fake plants need to be done. Give this a good shake because the Amano shrimps. I also have to look for any of my good snails because they are my friends. I don't see any of either. Hole here, check that out. Normally I find a mono shrimp behind the UV filters. They like to, in between the glass and UV filters, they like to hide in there. Take care of their business from there. It's couple pom-pom crabs running around, 3 of them running around in there. I never see them because they hide all the time, but they're in there. They're only supposed to live about a year though, so come November, I don't know, I might find their corpses when I'm vacuuming. But they run through the gravel real fast, and so you just don't get to see them. They get away from you. This is covered in about a 1 centimeter layer of black algae, this thing. So I'm gonna cook it, it's gonna turn red. My catfish eat it. It's gonna maybe mess with my cycle a tad, so I have to watch it. But it shouldn't be too bad. It should be okay. And $1 for that one. Now, these plants also looked a little black, so I'm going to clean them up, but I use these fake plants as to hook non-rooted plants into, so that they can not get sucked down into my sump. I keep everything hooked with these. I just stuff live plants in these. When I get clippings, when I buy fish, sometimes I get a piece of plant with it. It'll go in here. And that's what I do with those. But everything's getting removed. And I keep a nice piece of Anubis in this one. And he's got some black algae on him now, which is a damn shame. I'm going to put this somewhere where there's no flow. Bit later. Hope it comes back. The idea is the plants will outcompete the Blackbeard eventually, and they are, because my tank was inundated with the stuff. But it doesn't happen overnight, and you got to kind of help the process out a little bit. Kill off the guy you don't want. More Anubis, so that these live plants can do their thing. There we go. Got some over here too. This one's actually okay. I'm gonna leave it alone. I like this rough stuff, whatever it is. Neat little stuff here on this one. I don't have very much. I had like a 1 centimeter piece of this stuff. Where's the camera? Whatever that is. Just a little piece, like a fragment of what I'm holding in my hand. And when did that come in? Probably about 6 months ago. And I've grown it into, I stuffed it in this, and it's grown up into a nice little bunch. So I'm going to keep that going. It's a scrap that ended up in a fish bag. Oops, sorry guys, don't freak out. Need this. Little shrimps. I haven't looked at the chat in a bit. Okay, we're good. That's awesome. Fish community is great here in YouTube. Never expected that. So, do these ones too. And we'll get this guy out because he's probably covered in snails. I'll have to inspect him for assassin snails. Lots of babies on here. Lots of baby comb snails. Oh, a little bit of real plant got trapped up in there. Another little chunk of Anubis. And I'll clean some glass while I cook these in the buckets. my tap water's pretty hot, so that's all I need to do. I don't have to boil nothing. It's hot enough to kill snails or cook snails, and it's hot enough to cook blackbeard dead. No chemicals, just heat. Even when I'm pulling out these baby combs, I'm always checking the species. Because I don't want to lose a single assassin snail. Those snails made of gold, those things. But if these guys present themselves near the top of the glass, I do always take them out. I got a few in reach here, so we will do that. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Things are coming right along. Is that clean? Seeing some black now. Yeah, we're taking it. Deer coming out through these little guys will fend for themselves. Stick 'em there. Broke it. The boy's going to continue its chain forward. Water's starting to feel a little. It's not cold out, so it shouldn't be too bad for them. Nah, it's fine. This is still heated and it feels. It's a little colder, not too bad. I'll warm them up in a minute. I'm warming this up now. So, oh, one more. One more. Keep missing them. Slow process, but I have to inspect it all. I believe that's everything. Might as well do this because it's littered in babies too. Actually, I need a new one, but we're still going to cook it first. And the flow rips them up sometimes, so that'll go back in the sump when I'm done this. And I'll grab a brand new one out of the sump. It's no good for that job anymore. That's how I keep the gunk from going down. A lot of people use filter socks, but they scare me because if you don't, they can clog up real easy. And I don't want to deal with that. Now I've got one catfish, two catfish. I really have to make sure I got three. I got Ely. Where's my third? Could just be hiding, but I'd like to see it. 3 catfish, there it is. Okay, I haven't accidentally killed anybody. We're in business. I'm gonna heat that shit up now. So I just take these in my tub and run hot water until they're submerged. Next up, I'm going to remove the filters, start the drain, start cleaning the filters. And then again, if you just joined us, once I finish this tank upstairs, I'll end this live stream, but I will be starting another one maybe an hour afterwards. Take a little break. And I got to do everything downstairs needs work. So I also got to watch these guys for a little bit after I finish to see if snakeskin female is going to get frisky. And if I see her starting to dance, then I know she's she's activated her little hormones. Once I see that, I'm gonna fish them out, and they're gonna go into the breeder tank, and I'm gonna give them privacy and let them do their thing. It's a nice low light. I set up the breeder tank yesterday. We'll go have a look at that. Here it is. Should back up. So pH is pretty good. It's pretty discusy. My TDS is obviously fine because I was worried about that. I was seriously worried about that. I was terrified because I'm in an old part of town, so like there's probably heavy metals and things like that going on. And although Ottawa's said to have great tap water, they do a lot of chemical crap. So that wasn't my worry. I was worried about heavy metals and my TDS being bad because of the part of town I live in. But now that I've seen those wigglers, I know I've solved that with the block filters I bought. And the aquarium, if you buy like aquarium hobby related filtration or RO systems, very expensive. What I used was block filters that were designed to screw into garden hoses so I could use it for my water change hose. And they sell them for the camper/RV market, and they're dirt cheap. And they removed 95 to 98% of the junk out of my water, brought my TDS down, brought my pH way down, because it was 8 point, it was max. My pH had come out of the taps maximum. So I don't even really know how high it was. But it brought down to around 7.2 after the filters, and then it settles out to about 6.4 in my tanks, which is bingo, right on point for discus. So I got lucky. If you're interested, you want to know what those products were, I got them off Amazon, and I can easily provide links. Just let me know in the chat later on, or send me a message, and I'll get you links to what I used to accomplish that. Very cheap. Like it cost me like probably a total of 120, 130 Canadian. So cut that in half, and there it's probably somewhere a little more than that, a little more than half American. I got to switch buckets. Looks like they're doing okay. We got some more little babies here. Running for the hills for some reason. Probably because I was stirring up the gravel. I'm getting it. Not sure what this one is though. This one. I like that color. Yeah, it's blade. I'll let that one get away because I couldn't tell. Too small to tell. I'm just going to leave it alone. Blackbird. It has a smell when it cooks. These plants inside are okay. I don't have to touch them. Fish are staying pretty calm.
I will feed them a shrimp cube just to change their mood a little bit. The little guy probably needs it right now.
Anyway, because he was chasing me around. We're gonna do that just to signal that things ain't so bad right now. Like that. And I'm about to drain the water anyway, so why not just give them protein feed, and we'll freshen it all up.
There you go, those shrimps will relax them.
Time to remove filters. Where's my little skewers? There's one. With the light on it, yep. If I don't use these, I can't get these UVs off. They got pretty good suction cups. I have to literally pry them off or forget it. I'll break this shit. They don't even pry easy. Jesus, where's my other one? I make a better point here. This razor blade. Oh, that's strong enough. No, like that. Should work better. Hot water being wasted. And back to her now. There we go, much nicer. See, like these friggin' suction cups are something else, let me tell you. worst ones I have, my whole tank, like, they don't let go. And then when you reconnect them, it's a piss off. There we go, finally. It's not like you can be, like, manhandle them off, because they'll just break shit. Your puppies will need a clean every week. That's what I do. Keep the work in order. Do you think you can buy these and leave them in your tank and just never touch them? They'll just break on you. If you don't look after them, they'll stop working. So. Clean them every week or two. You can wait 2 weeks. I've done that. They're okay. They're okay for 2 weeks. But yeah. I read the reviews on those things and people are like, I ran it for a month and a half and then it stopped working. Yeah, it's because you just put it in and turned it on and ran it for a month and a half. Of course. So I guess that's probably where the timeline where it breaks, if you don't look after it. But I've been running them for a year or most of the year and they're fine. Now watch, they're gonna bust on me because I'm gonna jinx myself. But that's fine. I just buy another one. They're cheap. And hang on back. Snakes go in the kitchen. Hello, Pure and Trimple. Good to see you, Pure and Trimple. Thanks for stopping by. This one's get a little stuck sometimes. There's a part on it, of course. There we go. That's good. No Amano shrimp on the UV filters. I have to run them under cold water because he hides so good, and then he gets all and runs away from the cold water, and I find him in the sink. So, but he's not there today. I'm letting him sit in the cold water a little longer to see if he drops out. But he shouldn't be there. I should have already seen him. It's always just one that I find. It's probably the same guy. Or maybe I only have one left. I bought 6. But they're good at hiding those things, and they don't really come out until they're adults, and they actually take like a year to get there or more. So. Okay, now I'm gonna set up to drain. And we're gonna take her down only around 50%. The water's still pretty good. And I just don't need to do a big one. Plus, this barrel's down, I might be able to go a little lower, probably 60%. I used 20 gallons of the right barrel for the set up the breeding tank yesterday, so I'm a little lower on water than I should be. We're gonna have to disconnect the heaters over here as well. Do that now. Well, I forget. And of course. Well, green hoses. I hate them, but it's what I had. Down to about there. I need this. At least they put this on. If you know that it's gonna bend, you stick it at your bend point. I don't want to get lower than that in case I get distracted. That place. And a quarter, so I got this shit going on. So let's get around the corner. And we're ready to start the drain. That little jet. Okay. Here we go. Make sure it's not spilled over. Yeah, I'll be a minute. I'm just gonna start cleaning filters.
been done, and this one was very, like, just as clean as the gravel was on this side of the tank. So that's good. Wasn't very dirty at all.
Now I gotta shoot the fish over. This might fall on me. I don't want that either. Doesn't stick right. It should stick right. Sometimes it slides down the glass. Get it in the right spot here. Should be okay. Does that drain look? Not too bad.
This one was a little more dirty than it should have been. See inside, it's got a one of those charcoal sponges. It's just the outer layer. Slide the charcoal sponge in like that. And you gotta take this off. You gotta remove this sleeve because a little bit of water will ingress inside here. It doesn't do any harm. But if you left it for months and months and months, this tube will fill up with water. So you have to make sure that doesn't happen. That's why you should do at least check it every two weeks. 3 weeks, I think you'd be pushing it. Everybody who complains that they break say it happened in about a month and a half. They're the ones who didn't look.
Don't be the one who didn't look. Check it every couple weeks. You'll be fine. Whoop. That's the end of that. Might have took too much water out. Oh, I didn't. We'll find out. find out. I think I'll be okay. Okay. And now we set up for the old fill. Basically just want to position this in a manner that works for me. Where's my clamps? Where's my clamps? Now I should keep everything where I need it. And this guy down the bottom should be probably 40 gallon in here, roughly. So I should be okay on that tank. Well, we're gonna find out. Incoming. Oh, something I forgot downstairs. I'll be right back. Actually, I'll just do it this way. I normally don't do it this way. Hopefully I don't spill any. My little bottle's empty, and then I fill it back up with the big bottle. Right now, I'm just gonna cap it in off the big bottle. Shouldn't even need to do this because I do the barrels, but it's just bad to cheap on your prawn. Cheap enough. Help protect things. Hello, hello, Dixie. Woo. Okay, so that is filling. I gotta do the hang on backs. There it goes, just about out. On barrel number one. That's hang on back number one, ready to go. Of course, we didn't test it. Let's stop this because it's getting over there. Probably gonna she goes. Where she stops. Unbelievable. Engage. Should clean the glass a little bit too, before it gets too hot. Just the front, not gonna go haywire. Well, you know, you get that small layer of film on there, it starts to make your water look cloudy and it's not. You don't want that. I mean, it's beneficial bacteria I'm scrubbing off, but we'll leave that on the sides and the back. Still don't look bad. We'll just clean it up here. Get that last filter done. Also watching for green spot, and impressively I haven't seen any. Tank's really coming along. It's taken me a year to dial this tank in. I could have done it quicker if I, you know, but it costs a lot of money to buy everything you need to get to where you want to be. And I just had to do it slowly over time. Water feels cold. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, it's pretty good, 84.2. We're in range. I'm not even going to turn on the heater yet. There's a little bit of algae over here. When I do this to the glass, it brings those cone snails out for some reason. They come to feast after. It helps me find the remaining big ones. Quick, so we get that other filter in here too. Okay. All that. Good enough. Maintain a clear view, and of course, I want to see this clearly. Just do a little bit right there. 84.2 and holding. Everybody's filling up. Let's get that last filter done.
check things out here. Boy, that's looking pretty clean. I haven't even started any filters yet. It's kind of amazing. Looks okay here. We're gonna be okay. Looking good, looking good. Get back in the right spot. I'll put that upside down. Can't tell. Stupid. I keep biomedia and everything in there. Sponge, and a little piece of sponge on top. Coarse sponge. And I keep a little piece of sponge down here, charcoal sponge. I don't give you everything for this filter out of the box. You gotta add your own biomedia sponges to make them good. I think a lot of people buy these and they just run it with the pad that came with it, and they're like, I don't like those. And no, you had to fill the bio bin, and you had to put some sponge in it. Oops. Slow down, boys. Slow down. Don't hurt yourselves. They can panic sometimes and smash into shit so hard and kill themselves. So you gotta watch that. Okay. Just right where I like things. This I pretty much have to stop in a second. Yeah, like right now. As it reaches the overflow, I'll let a little bit of water fall. And cut it. I'm going to pull this out. Siphon is broken. Very careful with this. In there. Hopefully you're not going to overflow. Good. Now, continue on. There he goes, but now I'm coming back that way. But you might not see it because there's the background. So hopefully you don't get scared. Very slowly. Don't kill yourselves. Oops. Okay, yeah, nice and slow. Don't panic. Don't jump out of this angle.
No, I'm not gonna, yeah, I gotta start the sump. At least start the sump, so we'll do that. Let's get that under. There we go. Some circulation, right? Because there's a heater downstairs, so I gotta get moving, or that's gonna warm up real bad. And I have a red-tailed shark downstairs, so we don't want to cook them. Set these up. Of course. Fill them up, yeah. Good, that's good. Seems like it's good enough. It's all right. These fucking things sometimes. I think. Colors. Your scrubby. Put my bio bin. And just break it open on the bottom. Turns into a nice little hat. And you set it up so the ring is water level. And instead of a filter sock, that's what I use. I might have lost some plants into myself. Let's check. No. Nothing there. Good. Okay, that's that one. Let's get these going. Might as well. Stretch right up. Sometimes this guy doesn't want to step right up. Watch it. Okay. Heaters are on. Filters are running. No, not with the bio wheels. They're just stupid, really, but that one just kicked in. You take a little bit to get going. That one's working good now. I think this one's starting up as well. They just got to get wet again, evenly, before they'll work right. It's okay. They're not really important. They're not really part of the deal. As long as we got this coming out right. A nice flow, and we do. And they're doing what they need to do. Old one in there. Submerge it. And now, rebuild the decor. Should I do? I like doing it like that. You. Small piece of you. That. Not too hot. Okay. These big cylinder tools, use this one. I need more than this. So much anything in this, was there? Just little things like this. lighting stuff. And is that stuff we're good for, sure. Dressing up my plants again in homes. This little viney stuff looks really cool next to this fake plant. This fake plant holds it in place for me so it doesn't die. That's good enough for that one. There shouldn't be much left. Should have some Anudas somewhere. Yeah, it's down there. Looks pretty bad too. Just black bearded. Here we come. And already the blackbeard's changing color in the water. It should go red in a minute. Maybe it wasn't blackbeard. Maybe it was something. It wasn't very long, but it looked very dark. So I think it's still blackbeard. I just got it early. Blackbeard's supposed to turn red. Right now this stuff's turning green after it's been cooked. Maybe it was a dark green algae. I'll leave you there. Start dressing you up. First things first, let's get the big one in the big one spot. That's going to be, do it underwater. Thanks, Lord. Oh, God. Escaping. Try to keep every little scrap. Just push it in. Okay. My little crack in my glass. This puppy. Notice I'm running a tank with a crack in it. But it hasn't moved, and the crack's been there 20 years. Hasn't moved. Maybe one day it will. Not today. Hopefully. I should move more of it this way. Just stay put now. It's still hidden. Beautiful. Now I gotta readjust the flow here. Send it off to the side. And we gotta do that over here too. Actually, I'm gonna send it and back to us. Baddies. Plants are still plants. Move this down below the float. Blackberry gets choked out. Hopefully they can come back. Not fly on me. Stuff up here. There's more of this somewhere. Find it. Another piece of Anubis. Keep this stuff down. Down over here. Oops, oops, oops. Alright. Damn it, I lost the leaf. This up alive. Is that a leaf? Yes. That's about it for this tank. Water should be nice and clean. Oh, there's a scrapple. We need them all. Good enough. Glass on. Slippy here. Hello, happy place. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Just doing some maintenance in the 90. Just about finished this, and I'm going to start a second live stream after I take a break and do all the tanks downstairs. Streaming the maintenance, logging the hours. Good to see you. Just getting the lid back on this one now. Light this up. See how she looks. Oh yeah. Filters haven't even had a lot of time yet. Everything was stirred up. We had a big old gravel vac. How she looks. Oh, that black bear's now dead. Dead as a doornail. And we're clean. We're clean for the week. We'll just get the lid back on. There she is. That is weekly maintenance. How do you flip this sucker? Okay, right there. Okay, yeah, I almost screwed up my screen. I wanted to flip the screen, but anyway. Use the better camera, but there she is. Maintenance complete. I just got to refill my barrels and drop a little discus trace in there. Give them some blood worms to calm them down. Have myself a smoke. Watch them while I'm smoking, and no water change. They get frisky. So if I see, I don't want them laying eggs in here again. So I gotta watch them. Make sure. I think they still got a day or two, but who knows? You never know. So as soon as I see them dancing, they're going in the breeder tank, and I'll see you on the next one. We'll be here probably within the hour to start work downstairs. Thanks for being here, guys. How do you do that?